Okay guys, I'm gonna go through my final table, the GTS event 2, and just as a little recap of the tournament so far. Let's go. Alright, now, so far we have reads on these three players, and these two players are very solid. This is one of the top instructors of Grinder School, and this is a very good, very aggressive player. And this is also an instructor who's very good. And this, I don't really have any reads on him. I just know he's one of the top students, so no doubt he's probably very solid. Okay, and as far as starting stacks, the blinds are at 160, so so 25 big blinds would be roughly 4,000, and as you can see, everyone except Pyrat has that, so he has about 20 big blinds, so he's not short stacked, but he is the short stack. And obviously these are the chip leaders we got to be careful about. So, but we're all pretty deep, so everyone is just playing good solid poker right now. And obviously for this first hand, King 6 under the gun is pretty bad, and it just folds around first hand, which is pretty standard. 2-6. I'm not gonna play it if anyone raises, but it folds around, so 6-3. I'm not gonna play this, and he comes in for a raise. And a 9, Queen 9's playable, but not for a raise. And Pyrat kind of does it's kind of a weird shove because he's got over 20 big blinds, so I'm not really sure what he's trying to accomplish. But obviously Colossus didn't have anything, so. And my ace-3, I'm gonna go ahead from the cutoff. You want to raise any ace. And as for my raise size, this deep in a tournament, you don't want to put a lot of your chips on the line, so a 2.5 times the big blind to raise is pretty much the same as 3 times, but you're just protecting yourself in case he re-raises, then you don't lose as much while still accomplishing the same goals. So that's pretty standard. And I get everyone to fold. It's very good, especially this late in tournaments with the blinds as big as they are. Even though we don't have antes yet, it's still very profitable to steal, especially when it's kind of a new lineup, so everyone's kind of just feeling out the table. Obviously 6-5 we're going to fold. And King 7, yeah, we're not going to play that under the gun. It's a nice re-raise size. And he steals the pot. Okay, this is a hand I want to talk about a while. Do some odds figuring. Now, against 2 other players, this isn't really a strong hand, and you're probably not going to be, if you just all you get is a pair of aces on the flop, it's probably not going to be good. But this is also why you need to pay attention to pot odds, because according to the odds, 4.2 to 1, you really have to call this, especially since it actually has drawing potential. But even if it didn't, you still got to play it. It's based on the odds. I'm gonna do a little poker stove work here, and this is why poker stove is so important, because you need to, like, a standard button open would be, Klaus is kind of conservative so far, so we'll give him 35%, and we'll give Pirate, this is a pretty conservative estimate, we'll give him a 20%. And see, we only need about 19%, and we're getting about 31%, 32. It keeps going up. So, and on the way down to the only way we can make this, that this can be a bad call, is if both of these players are only playing like aces or kings. Okay, this is kind of messed up. Okay. Like, see, that's the only way that it's not a good call, because even if they have queens and up, and this is pretty much impossible. Even if they both had higher than queens, you still have to call this play. So yeah, it was a really bad fold. And Pirate's pretty aggressive now, so it's good that we have him on his right. You always want an aggressive play on your right, so you can see what he does before you have to act. Here, obviously any ace you're going to raise on the small blind. Here I prefer the min raise in the small blind, because he's not going to put more chips in, like, you know, if he doesn't have a decent hand. And if he raises over the top of you, then you're not losing anything. So a min raise is really effective in this spot. You're just trying to steal. Yeah, do a 2.5x raise and get more chips. Now I'm over 5,000, which is pretty good. This is kind of a weird spot. Okay, so this is practically a min raise from under the gun, which is kind of a weird play. Usually indicates strength. And then you get, I don't really know what this is. This is like a 1.5x raise from right next to him, so this is really weird. Then he calls and check it down. That's a really weird bet sizing. It's like none of the pot, but it's the kind of bet you do when you're thinking about going over the top of someone with like, it's kind of like a check raise, but it's not as dangerous as a check, because you're not giving him a free draw, but you're kind of inviting him to come over the top. So it's definitely a pretty solid play. That's going to be the last hand for this first video, so be back with more. See ya.